All right, so the story of the offseason has happened. The biggest free agent question has been answered. Kirk Cousins is a member of the Atlanta Falcons, which is interesting. So for Cousins and for the Falcons, it feels like a great fit, right? You talk about a team that was a quarterback away. Well, oftentimes being a quarterback away is still pretty far. It's hard to get a good quarterback. It's very rare for a quarterback of Cousins' caliber to hit free agency, and the only time you can really think of a similar example was last time Kirk Cousins hit free agency. He kind of does the smart thing of doesn't just take the deal. He's not afraid of the franchise tag, I guess is what I would say. He'll kind of say, well, if you're going to just give me a 1-year deal, if you want me to sign it early just so I can stay with my team, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to try and see if I can get as much money as possible. That's what he decides to do, which means that he goes to Atlanta, which is kind of a situation that's a really good team for him. There's a lot of good talent around him, and a lot of people feel like for Kirk Cousins, he's just one of those guys. A lot of people look for Atlanta, they just needed a quarterback, and Cousins can definitely do that. Cousins can definitely give them very good quarterback play. I am interested in seeing Kyle Pitts and Drake London in a non-Arthur Smith offense with an actual quarterback. I was one of the people that was kind of a believer in it was less about Arthur Smith's failures, although that was a thing, and more about the quarterback failures. Well, now both are gone, so this is a really exciting thing for the Falcons. Now, there's the other side of the coin, right? Which is traditionally you have to, when something like this happens, Kirk Cousins isn't signing for league minimum, right? That's just not what he's going to do. And I think he's kind of become the poster child for the quarterback who's a very good quarterback, but not enough to win you a Super Bowl if you're paying him big money, and you can kind of put a ceiling on your team if you do that. But at the same time, a lot of times these contracts tend to be a bit backloaded, and this could be perhaps the Falcons' best opportunity or one of their best opportunities to go on a deep run. It certainly should make them a lot more likely to be a postseason team, which I think is very fascinating. Now, I do think there are some other issues with Atlanta. I don't think it's quite this simple, and I do have to say I am wondering, someone like Kyle Pitts, will this fix Kyle Pitts and make him look into a superstar, or will he continue to just be like a solid player? I don't know. There's the question marks there, but there's no denying this has dramatically raised the ceiling of the Atlanta Falcons in a pretty massive way. So definitely, very interesting. It's a 4-year deal. So, it's something where it's a big swing and you'll be in a bit of a trouble if it doesn't work out. But at the same time, they had a lot of success with Matt Ryan. Feels like they can maybe have some success here with Kirk Cousins. I think it's a really interesting move. I'll say it's a good move. What else were they going to do? They didn't have a quarterback. They didn't have a great draft pick. To get one. I think it's a lot better than Justin Fields. So I think Cousins is much better than Justin Fields. So I'm very interested in how this is going to work out. But yeah, they might have to make some cap decisions that they wouldn't have had to make otherwise, which is always just an interesting thing. But yeah, those are my thoughts on all of this. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Always love hearing from y'all. Of course, as always, thanks for watching.